It's the beginning of week 2 of dry January 2024, and how good a brew is this non-alcohol brew gonna be? Let's find out. And welcome back to the frigid beer garden in the ever-changing light source in front of the fireless pit. Hey, if you're here because you like beer, and let's be honest, why else would you be? Please tap that subscribe button down below, as it is the beginning of week 2 of dry January 2024, regardless of the time of year you're watching this video. I usually hate to timestamp things because I realize people watch these videos all year long and from years to years to years, and so I hate to do that. But dry January is such a big thing in the year 2024 this year, I thought I would go ahead and timestamp that. Of course, we're here in the beer garden, and we're going to be featuring this by big request for the NA brews, Busch non-alcohol, of course 0% alcohol, and I get it. A lot of the non-alcohol brews, they have to be at least 0.5% or less, so some of these may have about 0.5%, but if you're like me and you're used to pounding back like 9 and 10% alcohol IPAs, then to be honest with you, anything under 4.5% I consider a non-alcohol brew. We're going to be drinking this out of the brand new green label for 2024 Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review pint glass, only to be complemented by the brand new, already sold out green painted leather patch Richardson trucker cap. Of course, I want to say, if you're watching this brew review, please let me know what town and state or town and country you are watching from. I love seeing where my viewers are viewing from. Bay Minette, Alabama. Thank you for watching. I've been through Bay Minette many times on the way down to Gulf Shores. I used to date a girl back in high school in Atmore, Alabama. Good times. Climax, Michigan. Barnegat, New Jersey, not too far from where I'm from in southern New Jersey. San Diego, California, good to have you. And Hutt Valley, New Zealand, rounding out our international viewers. So thank you all. Check out some more of my almost 200 brew reviews on this channel, and please let me know what town and state or town and country you are viewing from. All right, let's go ahead and pop the top on this Busch NA non-alcohol brew, pouring into the sold-out Beer Snob's pint glass. Something new I've been doing recently, I've taken it from the Czech Republic, where they rinse the glass out, have a little bit of water inside the glass, make sure you get all the dust or anything out, and give that aggressive pour right down the middle. That way it gets all the, what do they call it? It gets all the gas and the, almost said estrogens, ethers out of the beer. The thought of this, and since I've been doing it, it has proven true that it won't get you as bloated. And if you've seen some of the newer brew reviews since I've started doing this, I'm not burping as much. Some people aren't liking that. And while I'm waiting for this head to settle, thank you all who have commented about me putting on the glasses for a couple of brew reviews. And no, I'm not trying to look like Ricky Vaughn, Charlie Sheen's character from the movie Major League. Just a coincidence. Wild Thing, Ricky Vaughn, not the same guy. I know the beard probably throws it off. All right, again, I'm not expecting much, and I've made it through the first week of dry January. Absolutely true. I'll always be truthful. And I really hadn't even thought about cracking open a real beer. I haven't. I got to that point where, I just, drinking alcohol, especially with COVID starting, it just became a routine. And I started thinking this year with dry January, I was like, hey, let's give it a shot. Maybe I'll drop some beer weight, which we've put on over the last few years. And so we'll give it a go. All right. Pretty good looking head. Nice, clean beer. Let's go ahead and give it a nose, shall we? Nose. I gotta tell you, it smells like my grandfather. Really. And I haven't, my grandfather always used to drink beer. I don't think I ever saw him without some type of a canned beer in his hand. He used to tell me he started smoking when he was 5 years old and started drinking when he was like 9 or 10 years old. And he lived to be well into his 90s. So God bless you, Grandpa. And that's kind of what this Busch non-alcohol smells like. It smells like Grandpa. I'm getting some corn Not that much different than your normal Busch beer. Probably some adjuncts rolled in there, some rice, some corn. I'm guessing some, do they have, I don't even, and again, it's a bit of a misnomer. It is a brew, it is not a beer. It clearly states on the can, malt beverage. Check out my previous review for Coors Edge non-alcohol beer. I don't even know how they make this stuff, to be honest. The Coors Edge said it had natural flavor, malt beverage with natural flavors. This Busch doesn't even say natural. It doesn't say anything. And that's what I'm anticipating it tasting like. And now that the sun has come out, it's time to take a taste of what I'm not really looking forward to of this brew. And here in the Beer Garden, you never drink alone. So grab yourself a brew and let's go. Here's to Dry January, the beginning of week 2. Cheers. Okay, some of you have commented that non-alcohol beer is like decaf coffee. What's the point? I totally agree. I don't understand why non-alcohol is a big thing. There are bars in New York City that specialize in non-alcohol liquor and beer. I don't get it. This does not taste like a beer. I think this is just probably a mistake. Okay, here again. How do you describe a blank canvas? How do you describe a blank piece of notebook paper? If you've ever wondered, could a Busch taste more like water? Well, if so, try a Busch NA. The can is more exciting than the brew. It is not as heinous tasting as the Coors Edge was. It goes down smooth. No malt, no hops, no real discernible taste at all. I don't know why you would drink this at 0% alcohol. Just drinking a Busch in general, at least you get some alcohol. At least it helps you relax a little bit. And this, you don't even get that. Maybe this is is this the stuff that they use in movies when they have a scene in a movie calls for people to drink beer? They just have the Busch NA. I'm going to rate Busch NA out of 5 stars. How good a brew is it? I'm not rating it on, yeah, I am rating it on non-alcohol dry January brews of, how close to a real beer is it, even though it is non-alcohol. And again, if you haven't told me what town and state or town and country you are viewing from, please do. And let me know what other brews, non-alcoholic brews, you would like me to review before the end of dry January, which can't get here quick enough, in my opinion. I'd love to hear your opinion below. So out of 5 stars, whew, man, I'm going to have to ring you up, Busch NA, at maybe a 0.75 out of 5 stars, so 3/4 of a point. And I feel like I'm being generous. It's almost like a waste of aluminum, a waste of electricity, even brewing this stuff. So, hey, thank you for checking out a Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review channel. We're right at 200 brews to date I've reviewed, so please check out some more on my channel here. Almost all of them with alcohol. This is the first time we're doing this dry January thing. Doesn't really sound like a good idea. But hey, it's a beautiful day here. We're freezing in the beer garden and dry January. Let me know if you're partaking in it. Let me know how you're hanging in there. And grab yourself a non-alcohol brew. Or if you're not participating, grab yourself a real brew and drink one for me, please. I'll see you in the next brew review. Cheers.